You know that this is Bhinneka Online Toastmaster is designs, engineering design online, will be online until at the end of the day, still online. So if you have friends with you that wondering what is online benefited to, well, at least I found three. First, for those that would like to avoid traffic jams and stay in home in a cozy spot, it is the Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. And the second of all, if you're in a remote area somewhere there in the islands, far away from the mainlands, it is Bhinneka Online Toastmasters. At the end, if you travel too much and you nomad persons, it is Bhinneka Online Toastmasters, the best place. Well, in Bhinneka, we have three we call recipe how we can differentiate Bhinneka Online Toastmasters with rest of Toastmasters clubs. Bhinneka club values. The first is appreciate our club members, build each other up, and celebrate our successes. Today meetings is very special because we always bring something new to our community in the entire multiverse. The first, we have the theme that's already prepared. The second of all, we have also the word of the day. Yes, I already know that all of us, seems to me, already experienced Toastmasters. So I don't have to explain a lot of about Toastmasters. So I welcome everyone that participate in this meeting today. Nicole Cho, Lai, Agan, and Amelia Devi, as well as I do appreciate with DTM Natalie and DTM Bipit coming here. Those both ladies are founding mother of this club. And I would like to give all the control back to Tom that will lead the meeting from the beginning until the end. So ladies and gentlemen, as a president, I will formally open our meeting and give the control to Tom of today, none other than Rendra, myself. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now it's Tom. As mentioned by our presidents, this meeting is about regular meetings. Well, we make it a little bit funnier because we have theme of the day that already prepared by the team. And we have the word of the day. For today meetings, we have a theme like invest yourself. And then the word of the day is persevere. Both terms will be described a lot with our grammarians. Well, it is in the domain of general evaluation or general evaluator to introduce to you. But invest to yourself. This actually happens to me when I got informed that I was moved or assigned away of Jakarta, like 300 kilometers out of Jakarta. At that time, I got separated with my love Toastmaster worlds. I was there in the mountains, just realized how bad it was life without Toastmasters. Apparently, I cannot that with that conditions. I have to adjust. The best I can do is researching myself. What is in me that it is possible to invest in? So I found out that I have another hobby. It is photography. In my case, photography is nice because I was walking in the top of mountains. It has a beautiful scenery. You can see actually somehow in the early morning, the cloud is exactly under you. The housing of the people covered by the clouds, and you see from the top down. It's so strange because you cannot find it in the city. Well, you can in a top building like Burj Khalifa and so on, but it's so rare. And then, yes, since then, the invest in myself is going on and going on. And I learned a lot in photography, a lot of mistakes I've made, thousands of photos, wrong photos, blah, blah, blah. I post a lot of photos on my Instagram and Facebooks, and those are called for myself. I think each of you each of you there, if you pay attention very carefully in you, you will note that actually you have a lot of things inside you that you have to invest, polish it, give a chance, make it grow even bigger. You never know. Even Joe Biden, the president of the United States of America, was elected as a president at the age of 77. Wait a minute. 77 years old man as a president of a superpower. It's happened. It's happened. So never give up. Keep on investing in yourself. Just persevere. Finally, you'll find out. Okay. And I would like to give a chance to you to know more about the theme and so on. And my team, including GE, will introduce what is GE all about and about team. And you know the detail of the invest of yourself and persevere. Now I would like to invite my GE today. Well, she is a famous member in Bhinneka, not only because she is a very beautiful lady, because she just won two. First, International District 87 Intro Speech Contest and a table topic contest. Well, it's hard to beat her, to be honest with you. In my case, I got beaten like 1,000 times. It's common to me. But having her in my team, it's my blessing. Now, GE, explain all about GE. Time is yours. GE, Natalie Chayari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rendra. As you can see, Rendra has shown a great spirit of exaggeration. So Rendra always uses superlative in his daily words. Yeah, thank you, Rendra, for that enthusiastic welcome. Hi, everyone. My name is Natalie. I'll be your GE, or General Evaluator, for tonight's meeting. I will evaluate the whole meeting proceeding from beginning until the end. And of course, I cannot do this by myself. I have a team of technical role players and also prepared speech evaluators who will help me to make sure that you all have an enjoyable meeting tonight. So first up, we will have one of my technical role player team, Toastmaster Lai Kuk Fook from Toi Han and also Empire Toastmasters Club, to introduce himself and briefly explain his role and word of the day. Please welcome Toastmaster Lai.
Thank you, General Evaluator Natalie. My duty as the grammarian is to observe the proper use of English in our session today. I will note down errors such as incorrect grammar, incomplete sentences, and other common mistakes that I can take note of. I will also note down any beautiful phrase and words that are spoke through the session today. The word of the day that is chosen by the club is persevere. There's one definition, which is to continue trying to do something in a very determined way in spite of difficulties. The examples are, he urged them to persevere in keeping the promises they had made. Second example, the secret of her success and survival is her enormous ability to persevere. Friends, please try to use this word throughout the session today. Back to you, GE, Natalie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lai, for that wonderful explanation. And I also encourage you all to use the word of the day, persevere. Actually, when we were preparing this meeting, we were always needed role taker, right? So since the beginning, we always need to persevere. Next stop is our Zoom and ballot counter, Toastmaster Amelia Dewi, directly imported from Denpasar Bahasa and Magical Bali. So please welcome Toastmaster Amelia Dewi to briefly explain her role.
Thank you. I will be the ballot counter. So I will be casting the vote. Do you want me to casting the vote at the end, all session, or each session?
It's session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will cast the vote at the end of the session. And of course, if you want to be nominated, you need to be on time first and not over or under time. Thank you very much. Back again to Natalie.
Thank you, our Zoom host, ballot counter, Toastmaster Amelia Dewi. And then now I do have a timer on my team, Toastmaster Dini, but because she still have a class, she will join us very soon. So I'm just going to briefly explain her role. So in Toastmaster, timing is important. Actually, not just in Toastmaster, in real life, timing is important. In Toastmaster, we are learning to appreciate time and to speak within the allocated amount of time. Hence, in tonight's meeting, Toastmaster Dini, as a timer, will give you a sign. Green light or green background means that you have reached the minimum time allotment and you can stop. But we will encourage you to go on until you reach at least yellow light, which means that you're almost there. And when you see the red light or red virtual background, it means that you have reached the maximum time that's allocated to you. So you only have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. For prepared speech session, we have the first speaker, Toastmaster Egantari, who will do her icebreaker. So it's 4 to 6 minutes, 4 green, 5 yellow, and then 6 is red. For the second speaker, Toastmaster John Manuro, he is gone now. Okay, hopefully he will return. 5 to 7 minutes, 5 green, 6 yellow, and then 7 red. And for table topic speakers, we will have 1 to 2 minutes, 1 green, 1.5 yellow, and then 2 is red. For evaluator, 2 to 3 minutes, 2 minutes green, 2.5 minutes yellow, and 3 minutes red. And at the end of each session, Toastmaster Dini will give her timer's report. Okay, that's all for the timer. And then we do have one more role in my team, but it's still vacant, which is counter. So I would like to open if anyone wants to volunteer to be counter. Don't feel obliged. If nobody wants to, then I will skip it. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, wow. Buzzer beater. Toastmaster Alvin. Are you there?
Yes.
Toastmaster
Bro,
Alvin.
Yes, I'm here.
are you the
Okay.
Alvin that I know?
How many Alvin do you know, Rendra?
Because the Alvin, this man is happy engaged, bro. Today, this
Oh,
evening.
yeah.
Happy engagement.
Happy engagement, bro. I'm
Thank
happy
you.
to you that finally you will be in our path.
Okay,
Thank you.
Alvin, to prepare yourself for the ring, which is suffering, I would like to invite you to be the counter for tonight's meeting. So thank you so much for stepping up at the last minute. And then I think if you are ready, you can briefly introduce the role and what you're supposed to do as an counter. Please welcome Toastmaster Alvin.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Toastmaster Natalie, our GE. So my name is Alvin. I will be your A and WOD counter. I will count the filler words that's not supposed to be there, like And my suggestion is to take a pause before you deliver your line or your sentence, and you will be good. And I will also count our word of the day, so you can add it to your vocabulary library. Thank you. Back to you, distinguished Toastmaster Natalie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. So that's it. My team is complete, and then we'll do our role and we'll return at the second half of the meeting to deliver our report. So for now, I would like to give it back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Rendra, to kickstart this session.
Okay, thank you, G. Natalie Chayadi. Okay, I told you a little bit. Actually, at the Bali conference just a week ago or more a bit. So I found out that two, investment in myself, Toastmasters and photography can complete one another. At the morning, I guided a lot of persons to the Summer Beach to see the sunrise exactly 5 a.m. local time, like 5 or 15 a.m. And it's happened like 3 days consecutively. And by the end of the conference, all of those participants gave their own testimony. Thank you, Mr. Render, for bringing us to the Sun Speak that early morning. Well, actually, those people, some people asked me, It was too early morning, sir. It's supposed to be like 6:15, right? The sunrise. Then I told him, 6:15, the sun's already there. Rise. Boom, the sky's already bright. My camera do not love that. Earlier better, we can see the magenta of the sky. We can see the purple, light purple. Those are beautiful. So, based on my experience, investing ourselves, Toastmasters, photography, or whatever, it can combine in a certain ways that it can benefit each other. So I believe each of you has this kind of situations. And after each sessions, I will ask one by one, maybe 1 minute, telling the testimony of about investing yourself, and then turns out can benefit it to you in such a way that it's combined all your investments. For my case, Toastmasters and photography. Now, in Toastmasters, yes, it has 3 sessions. First, prepared speech sessions, and then we have table topic sessions. At the end, we have evaluation sessions. Now, we will be going to the first sessions. It is prepared speech sessions. In the prepared speech sessions, every individual speaker actually already learning, researching, doing things, rehearsing, ensure yourself that the speaker is already well prepared. So it is called prepared sessions. Today we have 1 prepared speech sessions. It is 2, right? It's supposed to be. Okay.
Good. John just reconnected, Rendra.
Cool. We have first, we have Agan, and second, we have John. John, ensure yourself that your connection is stable, or you have to manage yourself how to make sure it is stable. Now, and I would like
Sorry,
to,
Rendra.
yes,
Just to inform you, the first evaluator hasn't arrived yet. So maybe if John is ready, because I noticed that his connection is unstable too, maybe he can be the first speaker and
Okay.
Pipit can evaluate him.
Okay, it is okay. Now, as mentioned by our GE, John, is it possible to you to be a first speaker?
Wait, I don't know. I just want to make sure for a moment my connection is good.
Okay. The first thing you can do this, you lower your bit rate, maybe 36 FPS, 36 pixels, 360.
Or
It's lower.
should we all turn off our video, so only John turning on video? Yes,
Hello.
let's turn off our video, so only John turn on video.
Okay, John, I'm helping you now.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Very
Yes.
audible, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see the timer? John, can you see the timer?
Timer.
John.
Yes.
Lies.
Okay.
Okay, John, now rename yourself as speaker number 1, and then
It's okay. I think it's difficult for him, so he can just start, I think.
I think we can start by this evaluator of John will introducing John's project, and then let's the evaluator of John's calling John's as it's happened in international speech contest. So for
Okay.
doing that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Pipit Adriani to introduce John's projects, all about John's, and giving John chance to speak. Toastmaster Pipit, time is yours.
Thank you so much, Tom Rendra. So John Maduro, welcome to Bhinneka. I think this is your first time delivering your speech at Bhinneka, if I'm not mistaken. And then I hope you will be able to deliver it smoothly despite the technological challenges. Today, you are the first speaker from the Pathway Presentation Mastery, Level 1 Project 2A, Evaluation Feedback for Speech,
with the title, There's Always Hope When You Lose Hope. There's always hope when you lose hope. Time is 5 to 7 minutes. The objective of the project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting, and for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. Now, please welcome John Manurung with There is Always Hope When You Lose Hope. John Manurung.
Okay. I hope you don't sleep when I'm doing speech. Raise your hands if you have any hope in your life. Let me tell you, I have a hope. And before that, let me tell you my mom's hope. John, I give you name John Anderson. You know, it's like an American name. Hopefully you can speak like American and even can go to America. That's the answer when I asked her about my name, John Anderson. It was a long time ago. Now, when she's calling me by phone, John, stop playing. I hope you can get married soon. Next year, okay? People and maiden said, banyak kali hope-nya. Or too many hope of her. Yeah, that's my mom, Fusi, but I love her so much. Ladies and gentlemen, when I graduated from senior high school, I had a big hope, which was being police officer. You know, I practice every day, push up, pull up, run, almost every day. I tried to apply it every year. On the 5th year, I failed. I was 22 years old. That was the last chance I applied. For the following year, I would be 23 years old. So yeah, you know, it would be not qualified. You know, I lost the biggest hope in my life, being police officer. I felt nothing. I had no any hope in life anymore. Until I met Putri. One moment when I was riding bike, I saw a new small English course just opened in my place. I came and asked, "Hello, ma'am. Do you need staff?" She said, "Yes, we need English teacher and marketing. Can you teach English?" No. I can't. Can I be as marketing, please? Short story. I worked there, and one day after 3 months, the owner gave me chance to teach. That's Putri. A little girl, a grade 2 in elementary school. She was learning alphabet. Come on, Putri, say after me. A, B, C, D, and so on. And the second meeting, she came with a bright smile. "Hello, Putri. Can you say the alphabet again?" "Yes. A, B, C, D, so on, until Z with a good pronunciation." It was extraordinary moment in my life, you know. My body was trembling. I felt an energy flowing from my toes to hat for a second. At the same time, there's a voice said, teach many people. I don't know where it came from. Definitely not my mom voice. That voice became my hope. From that moment, I got college, major English literature, and not stop there. And also, I also taught English to many students. And then I was looking community to connect with people around the world. Because I want to teach many people, not only English, but also everything in life. Ladies and gentlemen, I look for English club on YouTube. It was unexpected. I saw a club English called Toastmaster from US. From all club I found on YouTube, only Toastmaster has a best rundown meeting. The most important thing, they give a time to someone to speak in front of people, which is I need for. Finally, I joined Toastmaster in Pekanbaru and continue joining in Bali. Fellow Toastmaster and friends, Aristotle said, hope is for glorious principle. It is furnished with light and heat to advise and execute. It sets the head and heart to work and animates a man to do his utmost. In simply words, he also said, hope is a waking dream. I had experience when I felt lost hope since last year. Because of hard situation, I had to move to Yogyakarta and stop Toastmaster member. I just did good things and run my life as good as I can. Finally, the universe led me to Bali again. I realized the hope is still there, teaching many people. And now I came here and here I am now in Bali again, join Toastmaster again, become member and will do my many speeches in here. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, there is always hope. Even when you lose the hope, just doing right, keep fighting, do as much as possible the good things, because the hope always in you. Thank you.
Congratulations,
all.
John. Everyone, you can now turn on your video. You can now turn on your video. It is another way that we can have Toastmasters, right? If others members found difficulty in connections quality, because if all of us turning on the video, the bandwidth delivers to John, slightly bigger, so it doesn't help.
Back to Tom.
Yeah, you are the closest, bro. That was awesome. Now we have a second speaker. Second speaker, I would like to ensure that you have a good connection, right? Agan has a good connection, so it means that we can turn on our video along her speech. So we can, you can see our, everyone can see our face, one another, and see the expressions during Agan will be delivering her speech. For doing that, I would like to communicate first with the Agan speaker, evaluator, Dini. Do you have a good quality of internet, right?
I hope so.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please let me invite Dini Nuris to introduce agents projects, all about agents. And then now, Dini Nuris, time is yours.
Okay, so it's actually a pleasure for me to evaluate a new member. So I'm happy to have you again here. And then as this is your first project, which is icebreaker, the duration for this speech is 4 to 6 minutes. And then the purpose of this speech basically for the member or for Egan to introduce herself to all the members and all the participants in the room. So I hope from this speech, we can learn more about Egan, and then so we can be closer to you as a part of Toastmasters member. And then with that, I would like to invite Egan. So may I have
The title is I
the
am me.
title? Okay, so Egan, I am me, Egan.
Thank you, everyone. Nobody can teach me who I am, especially me. Identity is part of drama to me. Who am I? Why I am behaving like this way? And am I aware of it? My name is Egan, and I am from Bali. And currently work as a HR at software agency company. And actually, I feel it's really difficult to introduce myself like now to people like you here. Why? I did a lot of things in my life, and people know me in different ways. Sometimes I met people when I travel, so they're labeling me that I'm traveler. Sometimes I meet my students in a class of lesson, and they call me a teacher. And usually, in my daily activity, me and my candidates meet in interview session every day. So they call me an HR. I just afraid people meet me with different status, different job. They become confused about who I am or what I'm doing. If you know, let me show you. If you know, Get Contact, it's gonna show an app that can check your name and your phone number. I've been read all of my name with different labels on that app. Egan sales, Egan teacher, Egan HR, everything. I was thinking like, am I capable? Do we believe with ourselves if you are not expert in one thing? That's a big question from myself every day. I confuse, choose one. If I leave one, I leave the other opportunities, especially when the pandemic comes, the situation is not really stable. It's happened to me, and what do you think if you are in my position? My journey as an HR is also weird, I would say. This is not what I want in the first time, but I love it now. Handle a lot of human administration. Even when I start this job, I was like in my big struggle of my life, like a quarter life crisis, and I hate people. I'm an introvert. A lot of things happen to me, but now I handle the human in a company. Here is the vital of the company. We have great people with great skill, but if you are not good in a collaboration, it doesn't mean anything. That's why I think my role here is important. Back what I said before, I have lived most of my life on odd jobs. Odd jobs have enabled me to have financial confidence. I've been a teacher, and I invest a lot of skill and experience to myself, but I'm not reserved yet in one field. What I'm doing with my life, is this what the rest of my life is going to look like? What's the point of everything? I think I'm having a quarter life crisis. I don't know who my role model or who is inspiring me. I cannot seem to figure out what I want to do with my life. I have a million interests but no patience. What should I do? I don't know. It's hard to imagine myself following one set path, but I also want a relatively stable life. And I believe all of you here also have this kind of situation, or you just passed it. Congratulations if you pass it. I remember someone said, it's okay if you don't feel well. Take a moment to recover yourself. Just focus, invest to yourself. That statement make me relax for sometimes, but not always. So who is Egan? Who I am? I just realized that I'm unique, I'm special, I'm me. Thank you.
Yeah, Egan, you are special. You are the most special person across multiverses, I believe. Well, your speech already successful. Another round of applause to Egan. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, we already conclude two prepared speeches from two prepared speakers. Now I would like to call Timer. Timer, please give us reports to those speakers, please.
Okay. For our first speaker, John, he spoke 7 minutes, 45 seconds, slightly over time by 15 seconds, and Egan spoke for 5 minutes, 53 seconds. So for this session, Egan she has spoke on time. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Lai. Thank you very much. So it seems, John, you are somehow needs more time, but your speech already amazing, John. Am I correct? So it is only one speaker who has qualified to be chosen as the best speaker. Well, it's now, we know who is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got information from GE and team that apparently one of our team in today's meeting is about to have a business. Now I'd like to go to the sessions that is supposed to be double topic, but we will go directly to evaluations. But doing that, GE already give me a little bit privilege to lead it a bit. Now I'd like to invite evaluations for the Toastmaster Pipit to do the evaluation sessions. This respected speaker, Toastmaster Pipit, time is yours.
Thank you so much. Is John here? Just want to confirm. John, are you there? Because he had a, yes, okay, great.
I'm here.
Just want to make sure. All right. Congratulations, John Manurung. That actually this is the first time for me listening to your speech, but I think this is God's fate that I get to be the one evaluating you. First of all, from your title, there is still hope even when you lose hope, it's already giving, able to uplift my spirit already, even before you start your speech. So I think this is somehow a very plus point that you managed to choose a very uplifting title. And right off the bat, you made people laugh, although we all turned off our video, but I saw some reaction when you said, I hope you don't fall asleep when I'm about to deliver my speech. We know that's every public speaker's fear, yeah, that people will lose interest and then fall asleep, things like that. So it's okay to be vulnerable and then say it right off the bat that that is your insecurity, and that actually can make people also laugh in a positive way, even before you start your speech. And you also sprinkle a lot of humor. For example, when I heard a voice, not my mom's voice, something like that, that gave me hope, something like that. Although I would rather you try to come up with a better timing. So when you want to make a punchline, I hear a hope, not my mom's. I hear a voice, not my mom's voice though, something like that. So try to come up with a better timing to deliver your punchline more effectively. You also inserted some bahasa humor, banyak kali harapannya. Right? Very Medanese. Yeah, I used to live in Medan, so I know this expression, banyak kali harapannya. So many expectations given to the sun and things like that. So I think the humor sprinkled everywhere here is also your plus point. Another thing that I really like is the content of your speech is actually very uplifting. So you remind people how in daily life we get to see many things that can uplift our spirit. Even when looking at a little kid learning ABC is enough to make us feeling somehow excited for life. Yeah, so we don't have to be that sad. However, my main job is actually to give you some suggestion to make your speech better. The first one is lacking coherence. So I'm afraid a lot of your parts of your speech actually one story after another without any coherence or the main thing between each other. So it's like jumping from the hope in your name, and then after that your hope to become the police, and then the hope to learn English. Is all of this is almost like you remember many different parts of your life and then try to put them together in one speech without any coherence with one another. So I would suggest you to create a smooth transition between one story to another, so we know exactly why you choose to deliver that story and why you choose not to deliver the other story, something like that. So because this lacking of coherence can also interfere with the message. So we're not sure what is finally the message that you want to deliver to your audience if the stories are lacking coherence. Yeah. And then also try to be more vulnerable. For example, the part when you talk about you failed to become the police, and unfortunately that was the last year you could try to be the police. It's okay to feel that you're sad. It's okay that you feel you are disappointed. You know, that's part of the strength for us as a public speaker, to show people that we are human. So show that you are sad, show that you are vulnerable, but in the end, you're able to get back up again and then be happy again, for example. So show in the dynamic of your speech that you feel all of these emotions. And then the last one is try to use your title to your advantage. For example, even at the ending, you actually said a different phrase to conclude your speech. It's not about there is still hope even when you lose hope. You actually say about something else about hope. So if you decide to a title would be like this, try to use that to your advantage as a hook. You say it every several points, and then at the conclusion, try to say that again. So your audience will remember that message and that title more memorably than just in the form of a title. So that's it from me. I hope I can help you to deliver a better speech next time. But however, this is already good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, DTMP Andriani. So this is Toastmasters. Somebody make a speech, somebody evaluates. We hope these combinations will not only make somebody grow, but both of them, and all of us grow together, especially in it recorded and will be there in YouTube. All of the multiverses grow together. Now, we already conclude the first sessions. It is prepared speech session plus with evaluation for a first speaker, and then a little bit adjustment for that. But we will go to the next sessions. It is table topic sessions. Well, before that, as I mentioned earlier, investment in yourself is always a very individual or distinguished or unique case. For this kind of situations, I would like to invite one of the best, members in my club, Bhinneka Toastmasters, to give a testimony in 1 minute only. Please, 1 minute. Natalie Chayadi. Natalie Chayadi, what is the best invest in yourself according to you yourself, your experience? Natalie, 1 minute.
So Rendra, as a single person, I cannot say that my best investment is getting married. So that's why my best investment is education. I have a passion of personal development. So I always look forward for certain ways to improve myself in terms of like speaking and also thinking, in terms of managing my family business. So one of the best investment for me is joining Toastmasters and practicing public speaking. Another one is to join communities that can help us to go up to the next level. For example, for me, spirituality is a big part of my life and big part of who I am. So joining my church community also played a big part on investing in myself, because I believe that investing in myself means that it's not only about money, it's not only about intellectual or like getting forward in our personal or professional life, but also in ourselves as a whole. Back to you.
Thank you, Natalie. See, everyone has already invested itself, as Natalie did. Now we are going to the next sessions. Next session is table topic session. As I mentioned earlier, for doing this, we have one of the best table topic masters that we have invited in a certain way that multiverses agree, and she is coming with us now, right? Ladies and gentlemen, please let me invite the one that makes your table topics better, funnier, happier. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicole Cho. Nicole Cho, it is yours to explain what is table topic all about and to list these sessions. It's yours. Time is yours.
Thank you very much, Narendra. Can you all hear me?
It is clear.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege for me to facilitate the table topic session for today. In case you don't know what is table topic session is a session where I prepare a number of topics where I invite all of you to participate to speak for 2 minutes. At 1 minute, the green light will come on. May I have the timer to show the green light? Denny, are you there? All right, great. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, the yellow light will come on, or the amber light will come on. And at 2 minutes, the red light will come on. And you have a grace period of 30 seconds to complete your speech. After which, I think the timer is probably going to flash some light. Yeah, pin me timer. All right. So if you are chosen as the table topic speaker, I would encourage you to pin the timer so that you don't go over time. Now, in table topic session, the topics that I'm going to give you for tonight will center around the theme of tonight, that is investing in yourself. And so there is no wrong or right answer, just speak whatever that comes into your mind. Are you ready? Fantastic. Now, how do I go about this? Any volunteers? Or would you like me to volunteer you? Okay, Abdul Qayyum. Since you're nodding your head, all right. Okay, you shall go first. I have about 9 topics for tonight. Please choose one.
let me take the last one so that people will say number one is for the best one.
Many people think that the last topic is always the easiest, right? Of course it is. All the topics are easy. Okay, Kayum, your topic for tonight is growth. Growth will never happen if you refuse to invest in yourself. Growth will never happen if you refuse to invest in yourself. Over to you, Kayum.
When I was a little boy, I asked my mother, what should I be? Should I be pretty? Should I be rich? Should I be the princess of their heart? Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and dreamers, growth will never happen. And I absolutely agree if you don't want to take that chances. Every single day when we wake up, when I wake up, I realize one thing. I was given a chance to make something different. And as for today, when I wake up, I take a deal on myself. It's okay for me not to go to the most first because I want to visit Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. It's been a while. And that's where, when I am here today without any expectations, without any hope, and I would say that I am persevered, even though that I am, kind of lazy person, but I'm here and listening to Egan's speech remind me back the purpose why I joined Toastmasters. It helps to improve myself from time to time. So fellow friends, dream catchers, you wake up today, what do you dream of? What chances that you take? What door of opportunity that you had in front of you? Let us persevere and let us be better. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Wow, thank you very much, Kayum. I didn't know that you are such a great singer. That song reminds me of a childhood song that my mom used to sing to me. And thank you very much. His message is every day he makes an effort to learn. And one of the ways that he makes an effort to learn and to persevere is to come to Bhinneka Toastmasters meeting. And he always says that it's always good to invest in himself, making an effort from time to time to invest in himself. Well done, Kayum. Now, Kayum, being an online meeting, I know sometimes everybody doesn't want to volunteer. So I give you the opportunity for you to choose the next speaker.
Well, I say that the horse has been put on the shed. Let me invite Arif Purba to join me on the stage.
Hello, everyone. Hello,
Hello. Hello, Arif. How are you today?
I'm pretty good for today. This long holiday in Indonesia.
Really, it's a long holiday. It's also a long holiday here in Malaysia because tomorrow is our king's birthday, so we get a holiday here.
Great.
All right. Now, Arif, I have 9 topics for tonight. One of them has been taken, number 9. So you have 1 to 8. Which number would you prefer?
Let me choose number 4.
Number 4. Okay, Arif, a very simple, easy to answer question. What does investing in yourself mean to you? What does investing in yourself means to you, Arif?
Great question. 2 years ago, I was introduced myself with emotional question, spiritual question, financial question. Wow, it's so very different things with intelligent question. First thing, first thing is I don't know where I should start. At the first time, I feel I'm nervous and I feel I'm not qualified to read an exact book. This means social science is something like there is no right, no wrong, and everything is right and everything is wrong. It depends on how you understand and how your perception to deal with it. Oh, what is this? This is not kind of me. This is, I was thinking it's not enough. It's not good for me, but I believe once we persevere to study, the more we persevere, the more we understand. So, one kind of the emotional question is persevere. Maybe I would like to share you my book, Grit, about Angela Duckworth, who the psychologists tell about grit or the same things with persevere. Maybe I'm not the best one. I'm not the highest rank in my campus or my company right now, but I believe in persevere. Persevere is kind to maintain the intelligent question. So that's it's from myself. I believe persevere is the most. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Arif, for sharing with us how you were so confused, don't know where to start. But eventually you landed on the topic of social science. When as you were going through it, you don't really know what is right and wrong, but you persevered by trying to read about it and understand it even better. And you also quoted the book by Angela Duckworth, Grit, and I like that book very much as well. So thank you very much, Arif, for sharing your thoughts on social science and one of the ways in which, yes, in which you find yourself investing in yourself, persevering to understand the topic of social science. All right, Arif, you now have the privilege to select another speaker.
Let me choose my senior in my engineering school, Toastmaster Alvin. Are you there?
Alvin.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Alvin. Are you able to on your camera?
Yes. Can you see me? Hello.
Okay. All right. I see you there. All right. Hi, Alvin. Now, table topics number 4 and 9 have already been taken. Which number would you like to choose?
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay.
Yes.
Alvin, when was the last time you invested in yourself? When was the last time you invested in yourself? Alvin.
I think the last time I invest myself is just last month. I read a book from HBR Review about strategic and planning. I spent hours and hours reading it, and I understand that strategy is important because our life is full of challenge, and we need to understand the situation and then get to know why the problem happens and how to solve it and execute it. So that is 4 steps that I learned from the book, which is understand the situation, finding the root cause, solving the problem, and execution. So it is very worth it because every time I encounter any challenge in my life, even though in any games, like for example, just yesterday, we have the District 87 games that we need to make a pyramid in 45 minutes. We don't know what to do yet. And then because of that, that that thing that I learned from the book, I managed to understand what I need to do, which is to understand the situation, the width, the length of the paper, and then we come up with the more pyramid that we can make other than others, and we can become the best team on that time. So it is really worth it. I invite you to read it as well from HBR review. You can find it in online about strategy, because our life is full of challenge. But the moment you know how to solve it, believe me, your life maybe not easy yet, but it will be easier, right? Because you can solve it. So that's for me, the most investing thing that I did is to read a book about strategy, and it helps me most of the time. Thank you. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you very much, Aflin. Aflin has just shared with us that by reading the Harvard Business Review, or HBR, he learned about the topic of strategy and planning, and he read it for hours and hours. And he found that one of the ways to resolve a problem is really to find the root cause of the problem and then work on methods on how to resolve it bit by bit. And he shared with us a personal story of a team building activity where they were supposed to build a pyramid in 45 minutes, and how he used what he had learned from the Harvard Business Review on strategy and planning to be able to solve that pyramid. Thank you very much, Alvin, for sharing that personal story with us. Now you get the chance to choose the last speaker. Do we still have timer? Okay, silence means yes. Alvin, you get the chance to choose the next speaker then.
Okay, I want to choose my friend Praful from Surabaya Toastmasters.
Praful. All right, Praful.
Except that I'm in a noisy shopping mall. Which is why I specifically requested to be a spectator. I'm so sorry.
All right, okay. Alvin, maybe you have to choose someone else then.
I want to choose someone else. How about Toastmaster Light?
Sorry, come again.
I need to choose someone else, right?
Yes.
My mentor, Toastmaster Light.
Sure.
Oh, hi, Lai. Okay, Lai, the topic 1, 4, and 9 have already been chosen. What number would you like to choose?
1, 4, 9 has been chosen. In between those number 7.
Magnificent 7. All right. Time, money, and energy. Time, money, and energy. Toastmaster Lai.
When I was young, I have always seen this picture which shows time, money, and energy. At that time, actually, I don't even understand what does that picture mean. And now I finally get the gist of it. What is time, money, and energy that means for us? When we are young, yes, we have a lot of energy. We can do whatever we want with our energy. And there's only one limitation. We don't have the money. And the money only can come from 2 person. That if we ask from both of our parents to have a little spending of it to buy something that we want, or we ask for it. And time now, until that we have the money, do we have the time and energy to do whatever we want? We need to manage these two between our daily life to seek the balance in our daily life. For me, yes, I'm able to earn the money. And if the time is restriction, what can I do? Find my energy to do something else, or get someone to assist me in doing things so that I have more time and energy to do something else. We always have the problem chasing these three together. And the problem to solve it, find some solution to it. If time is our problem, get someone to help us. If money is our problem, find a way to seek it. If energy is our problem, find a balance between all these things. We need a time, we need a balance in our life. If not, we're gonna go haywire or anything that is not good. It's important that you know how to manage your time, energy, and money so that you can find and seek the balance that you want in your life. Back to you, Chloe. Nicole.
Thank you very much, Eli. So in a nutshell, he says that sometimes we are in this dilemma. Sometimes we have time, but we have no money. We have money, but we have no energy all the time. We have energy, but we have no time or money. So I love the way that you tie these three topics or these three elements together. And you have no time, you get someone to help. And you have money, or if you don't have money, you find a way to make it. And then you don't have the energy, find balance in your life. Wonderfully said, Lai. So do we still have timer? Or are we
I guess we have already passed the time and it should be evaluations as well.
All right, okay. In that case, I will pass it back to Narendra. Back to you, Narendra.
Okay, table topic master Nicole Choi. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please another round of applause to table topic master and all the table topic speakers. You've done very good participation and speeches, impromptu speeches. Those were all amazing. Now, before we go into the third session, it is a general evaluation session. Yes, because apparently evaluation session it is in general evaluation sessions. Before that, I would like to invite one of our lovely member, Dini Nuris. Dini, in terms of invest in yourself, right? Give me 1 minute about your self testimony. What is the best investment you do to yourself?
Okay, so my number one and top-notch investment that I did in my life is that learning something new. From very young, I loved to learn something new, even though probably I couldn't really master it. I tried to try many things like dancing, modern and traditional, and probably reading books and learning new language, and even trying to compete in variants of competition. It's not like that I was capable of doing all of that thing, but I just would like to know how it felt to be in other shoes, like, oh, if they learn about social science, this is something that they get. If they learn about scouts and then they try to, making things with a rope and then sticks, this is how they do it.
Okay,
and I learned many things. So yeah, that's the biggest my investment.
You are learning anything that you would like to learn. It is the willing of you to learn something new, and something new. Now, the last, I would like to give a chance to Amelia, the lecturer. Are you there? Where is Amelia? It's gone.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh yeah, Amelia is here. Amelia, the lecturer. It's very nice to meet you in Bali in person. Apparently, there was awesome moments. To have you there in the same room in the hotel, chit chat about everything. That was amazing. Well, organizing committee room. Now, Amelia, same question applied to you. I think that you've done your self-investment. You yourself invest something to you. All those investments already done. According to you, what is the best result? According to you. Time is yours. 1 minute. Amelia.
I think one of the best investment in my life is Toastmasters. And I achieved quite many things from that. I passed many interviews because of table topic session. I practiced there, and I think that I cannot choose which is the best, but I think one of the best investment is Toastmaster because it's opened many doors in some way in my life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Amelia. It was amazing. So that's why when I lost in Toastmasters like 8 years, then people calling me and asking to join online. I was no brainer at that moment. I didn't not time to think or rethink again. I just accept. That's all. Because I do know already what's the benefits of being Toastmasters. I grab all the ideas of my members or all those masters, and I somehow tailor them one by one and fit myself investments and which one is the best to me, and I grow myself. And I hope each of you as Toastmasters, you can get something from every Toastmaster across the globe, across the multiverses, and then you can somehow make them in the musics into your musics, and it will colorful your life. Now, these 3 sessions, I would like to give the control to our GE. GE, it is yours.
Yes, thank you. Our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Rendra, who's still having a high spirit even after like 1 hour of online meeting. So thank you, Toastmaster Rendra, for keeping up the energy up to the roof. And now we're going to start the evaluation session. First, I would like to call the first prepared speech evaluators, and then followed by my technical role players, the grammarian, the counter, and the ballot counter. So first up, to evaluate Toastmaster Egantari, please welcome Toastmaster Dini Nuris.
Okay, so may I know who will help me? Is it live?
Yes, I will do.
Okay, thank you. All right, again, your speech hooked me very hard. So as you said, that you're special and unique, just like Indomie and sunny side up with sprinkles of bon chabi. We believe that you are a very strong person, and that we know that you will be going through a very much joyful life in the future. And through your story, I learned 3 things that I love from your speech. The first one is how you opened your speech with a beautiful and deep opening. Okay, you said statements that I would say it's sort of, touch our hearts. It was very heartwarming, and I love that. I love how you try to approach the participants with a soft approach by giving statements that can warm their heart. The second one is the relatable story by giving a powerful message about quarter life crisis. Probably most of us here had done that, and then I just love how you try to open yourself and then be vulnerable, and then you told us about how you have been going through with your own self-realization, and then I would say that's one of the best message that you can deliver to the participants. And then, well, we talk about speech, and then as an icebreaker, it's just amazing because I can notice a great structure from your speech. I could really tell which one is the opening and then content and then closing, and then that was awesome. And to elevate your performance even more in your next endeavor, I would just highlight 2 things for your performance. The first one is camera adjustment, because we would like to see your beautiful face, your facial expression, and even your gestures, so that you can spice up your performance even better, right? So you can play with your hands, you can give more, vivid facial expressions so that the story can be more engaging. The second one is eye contact. I know probably this is a nerve-wracking moment for you, so you might try to look upward and then probably a little side eye somewhere. And to make it even better as a whole performance, probably you can try to fix your eye contact to the camera. So brace yourself, you can inhale and then exhale before you do the speech, because I believe you will do great again. All in all, I love your speech very much. You gave such a beautiful and deep opening, relatable story with powerful message and also a good structure. And don't forget to work on your camera adjustment later so that we can see the gestures and also your facial expressions and then eye contact. Back to you, our G.
Awesome, possum. Thank you, Toastmaster Dini, for that thorough evaluation. Now, I would like to invite the timer, Toastmaster Lai, to inform us about Dini's timing.
Dini timing is 3 minutes 29 seconds. Just in time.
Just in time.
Just in time.
Awesome. And may I ask about Pipit's timing as the
So
first event?
DTM Pipit got 4 minutes and 48 seconds.
Okay, so Pipit is not eligible to be voted on. So Toastmaster Amelia, we only have one speaker eligible, one evaluator eligible. And I think for table topic, Dini, was everyone eligible to be voted on?
Yes, everyone was eligible. Congratulations.
Do you want me to press the ballot now?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Awesome, we can do that. So yeah, Toastmaster Amelia, take it over.
Yeah, please just vote on that link. This is actually the first time I use Menti. That's right.
Thank you. So while Toastmaster Amelia waiting for your votes, I'm gonna move on and invite Mr. Champion. For me, Light is today's champion because he stepped up immediately and helped me so much by taking care of different like technical difficulties. So thank you, Lai, for stepping up. And I would like to invite you on your capacity as the grammarian to give us the grammarian report. Please welcome Lai.
Thank you, GE Natalie. Here are my report of our grammarian session today. The first one I've noted down is give John to speech. We can change the word, either speak or deliver his speech. The second one is I got college. Just a missing word, I got into college. The next one is not I won in the first time. Actually, we should use the first place, not the first time, unless we are mentioned about this is my first time experience something. The last one in my list for the any correct suggestion is this is a bit tricky. In my school and from my school. When in my school, we refer to things, facilities that are provided. And if we're referring to someone, is from my school. Like Arif mentioned about Elfin, they are from the same school. He must try to mention Elfin is from my school. So the difference between in my school and from my school. For the beautiful phrase that I noted down, there are three. Number one is keep on investing yourself and persevere by our president, Rendra Drika. Second one is I'm unique, I'm special, I am me by Egan. And the last one is even learning ABC can keep our spirits up by Pipit. That's my report. Back to you, Natalie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lai, for the grammarian report. Yes, thank you for also helping us with other roles as well, especially the timing. Thank you. Did you mention who used the word of the day, or will it be mentioned by Akante?
By Elfin.
Alvin. All right. Awesome. Thank you. So, Toastmaster Alvin, are you there?
Yes, but I'm sorry I cannot turn on my camera because it is dark here. Okay.
No problem. So, if you are ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready.
Welcome. Yeah, our accounter, Toastmaster Alvin.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Natalie. So this is your NWOD counter. So to give you a summary, the most used filler words is so. Congratulations for so, and for our most usage of word of the day. Congratulations to Toastmaster Arif Purba. So here is the report. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay, the distinguished Toastmaster Natalie, 8 so, 1 Toastmaster Rendra, 3 so, 1 I, 2 I repeated words, 1 long pause, you know, once, and 1 word of the day, persevere. From John, only one pause and no filler words. Congratulations. DTM Pipit, 1 repeated words, I, 12 so, 1 ya, 3 1 and 1 long pause. Dini Norris, 5 so, 2 repeated words, I, 3 with 2, yeah, and 1 long pause, 2 1 Toastmaster Egan, 1 1 long pause, and 1 so, 2 so, Toastmaster Koyum, congratulations, you are clear like water, and 1 word of the day. Toastmaster Arif Purba, 1 repeated words, N, 1 7 word of the day, 1 so. Toastmaster Lai, 6 and Toastmaster Amelia, repeated words, yeah. So that is the summary of the report. So my suggestion is to substitute the so with now because of that, or finally, because we don't, if you prepare your speech, you don't start with so, right? So this is the option that you can use now because of that. Finally, I know it is hard not to start with so, but we can be better. Thank you. Back to you, Ji.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin, for your report. And now allow me to take about 10 minutes-ish to deliver my GE report, because today we don't have table topic evaluators. So I'll give also a brief comment for each table topic speakers. But first, let me start with the whole meeting proceeding. I love how everybody came to our meeting with such a high spirit and positive energy, and everybody is ready to step up. I acknowledge that I think we were 3 or 5 minutes late to start the meeting. So for all the club members, please, if possible, come on time. Thank you. Yes. You also, you who is watching this video on YouTube later, make sure you come on time. 7 p.m. Bali, 6 p.m. Jakarta, or wherever you are. Make sure that you check the time and come. All right. And then the whole meeting proceeding, I think, even though we don't really have a lot of people, I think we only have one. Now we are 13 with some people coming and going. This is pretty good number in my opinion. And for me, the quality of the meeting does not determine by the number of participants, but by the level of participations. So I think that's one thing that I look forward is how engaged the audience is. So I think tonight audience was very engaged, and I can also feel the positive energy throughout the meeting. Our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Marinder Dika, was very energetic. His energy is, quoting him, is from the different multiverse. So he was very energetic throughout the meeting, and he thoroughly explained the theme, agenda, and walk us through each session. So Rendra has been, I think Toastmaster of the meeting has been one of his favorite roles, and he really lived up to it. I also appreciate your flexibility, Rendra, with certain things that came up. Some role taker hasn't come up, and then some agenda needs to be switch back and forth. So I really appreciate your flexibility. So thank you for being a great host tonight. Next, we have table topic master Toastmaster Nicole. And I think what Nicole has demonstrated was an excellent way to facilitate a table topic session. One thing that I also learned also from past mistakes is when we became a table topic master, we tend to speak a lot. The key point is, as we became the table topic master, as we become a TTM, we give the spotlight for others. So like what Nicole has demonstrated, she was just the facilitator. So she facilitate the questions or the topics, and she facilitate the people who will answer the topic. So she did that with choosing a relevant topics with warm and friendly demeanor that encourage people to speak. And I really appreciate, especially how after each speaker, you gave a quick summary and personal comments. And I think that makes it special because it showed that you truly listen to what they said and you can appreciate what they have shared. So I think the table topic speaker also felt special. So thank you so much, Nicole, for doing such a great job. And next, our speech evaluator. First up is Dini. I think Dini also shown an excellent way to evaluate. I love your structure. It was very structured. Dini also used numbering techniques. If you notice in the beginning, she said, oh, there are 3 things that I love, Toastmaster Egan, from your speech. When you said 3 things, immediately in the audience mind, okay, number 1, number 2, and number 3. So you know what to expect. Also in the recommendations, she said 2 things that I can recommend. So I think that's an excellent thing. She also gave a summary at the end to invoke the memory of the audience. Her feedback was also on point. Just one thing to suggest, Dini, because I think what you need right now is to take it to like a higher level. When you give a recommendation, also you can show the how. Meaning, for example, on your first recommendation, you said, Egan, you can adjust the camera. You can directly instruct her how to do it. Like you said, for example, right now, your head is here. My suggestion is to put a fist on top of your head. And that fist means that the highest boundaries of your screen. So that's like an example of how you can show the how directly. That will be, it's like elevating your evaluation to a more practical and empowering level. So, but overall, amazing. Evaluator 2, Pipit, I love her attention to details and the sharp analysis. We all can learn from Pipit how she really pay attention to the content. And I think one mark of a great evaluator is when you can evaluate the content in a deeper way. So she noticed certain details in John's speeches, from the humor, from the coherence of the structure. If you can comment on the coherence of the structure and the whole speech, it means that you can really visualize the whole speech in one clear image. And that's what she did. Next, my technical role player, Toastmaster Lai as the grammarian. Good listening skill and sharp observation. So thank you, Lai, for stepping up and doing the timer too. The suggestion that Lai gave and also the chosen beautiful language, we all can resonate to that and we all can learn from that. Just one suggestion for Lai, because I know Lai is pretty advanced, so he wants some feedback and recommendation. Right, you can also incorporate some pronunciation improvement, because I noticed there are some pronunciation problem. For example, when you're talking about hour, which means 1 hour, 2 hour, the H is silent. So you can point that out too, so that people who has some maybe they don't know any better. So you can just say it, okay, 2 or 3 words that can be really, for example, honest, the H is also silent. So you can also make a suggestion on pronunciation too. Overall, great job, Lai. Thank you. Counter Alvin, again, good listening skill. And I really appreciate your visual, in your phone when you share the screen, because it makes us easier for us to notice which crutches that we can pay more attention to in our next speech or in our next speaking engagement. And I really appreciate your effort to do that, because I notice you use your phone. Awesome. I think that's all from my technical role player. Thank you, Dini, and thank you, Lai, for taking care of the time, and also Amelia for doing a great job at mastering the Zoom and organizing the role taker, spotlighting and stuff, and preparing the ballot too. Thank you so much. Next, the table topic speakers. Overall, all of you did well on telling personal stories. It's very fascinating how each one of you came forward. Nicole gave you a topic and immediately you hook on to your personal story. And one thing in common that all 4 table topic speakers did tonight was speaking right on the topic. It's very easy to do that, right? Sometimes the topic, when we hear the topic, there was nothing that came into our mind. But tonight, all speakers had something and they're like really speaking right on the topic. So I really appreciate that. I also noticed that each one of you employed different technique to answer it. Some of them include prep, coin, reason, examples, and also point. Some of them also include storytelling. So my suggestion in general for improvement that we all can learn is to find out which way that is more natural for you to answer a table topic question. So for example, if it's more natural for you to directly connect to the story like Toastmaster Arif did, do it. If it's for you to explain the context like Toastmaster Lai did, do it. If it's to open with a bang like what Toastmaster Kwayum do it and then connect to the illustration, do it. Toastmaster Alvin also used some recent events to illustrate the point, do it. So find out through trial and error which way comes more natural to you. And this comes from me as someone who didn't really like table topic when I first joined Toastmaster. I truly hated it and I always avoided to answer table topics until I think 3 or 4 years ago, when I started to take on more speaking roles and opportunities. And then I figure out that, hey, table topic is one of the most relevant thing that we can learn in Toastmasters, because when you master table topic, you can bring it out, you can extrapolate that to your daily life. When you're answering interview, I think Amelia mentioned it, her best investment is joining Toastmaster because you can ace any interview. You can also, for me, because I speak with suppliers, clients, stuff, when they ask me questions on the spot, I can answer it too. Now, I would like to comment on each table topic speaker. I think Toastmaster Kwayum did a great opening. So singing or acting or doing something unexpected is one of the ways that you can use to open speech. And Toastmaster Kwayum did it very well with a relevant song with the topic. Immediately captured my attention. So in general, there are 3 things that you can do to open a speech. Number 1, like what Toastmaster Kwayum did something, do something unexpected. Can be singing, acting, or maybe because we're in an online setting, you can also suddenly, hide from your screen or do something that's unexpected. That's number 1. Number 2, you can open directly with a story or anecdotes. And that's what Toastmaster Arif did. When he listened to the topic, he immediately said, a few years ago, blah, 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 blah. That's the second way you can open a speech. The third way is to use a quote or a statement or to restate the topic. This is something that I like to do because for me, I need to say the topic so that I can remember and I can connect it at the end. So for example, Nicole's topic was, what is the best investment that you have made for yourself? Then I will start by, the best investment I made for myself is blah, blah, blah. So that's some of the way that you can open your speech. Now, Toastmaster Arif did a great storytelling. Toastmaster Arif displayed a great storytelling skill where he shared his struggle. And when you share, all of us, the audience, when you share your struggles with your audience, that's when connection happens. Why? Because not everybody tasted success, but everybody experienced struggles. So when you want to connect with your audience, you can share your struggles. It doesn't mean that you lowered your value or your word in front of the audience, it just means that you're connecting with them on an equal basis, because we all have struggled and we are all still struggling on a different areas of our life. And I think for Toastmaster Arif, I really like how you connect with the audience, and also at the end you gave something practical to recommend. For Toastmaster Alvin, he used recent event to illustrate his point. So this is related with giving some anecdotes and connected to the topic. I really like also how at the end, Toastmaster Alvin connect the intro to the conclusion. So he make the speech come full circle. And that's something, one tip, if you join a contest in Toastmaster for table topic, make sure to always connect the end with the beginning. Either you restate your statement at the beginning, you gave some topic, gave some statement or some message, restate the message again. Just make sure at the end you connect it back to the beginning. And last but not least, we have Toastmaster Lai. I think with the tricky topic, when Nicole gave that topic, I was laughing and I'm like, I would love to have that topic and answer it myself, because it was very open. It can go anywhere. And that is one topic that I hate when I was in a competition, because it can go literally anywhere. But I think you displayed a great wit in answering the topic. It was a balanced table topic, honestly, Toastmaster Lai, because you're tackling the tricky topic and also you're able to deliver the message. So I really appreciate how you tackle this topic and deliver a practical message that we all can relate and apply also in our life. So 2 suggestions for anyone who wants to improve your table topic on top of what I have commented earlier is, number 1, if possible, use story. Why? Because story has magic that can help you to connect with your audience. Our human brain is wired for story. So when you're able to tell a story, no matter how short it is, it could be just for an illustration, it could be just an anecdote, you are trying to build a bridge to your audience. When the audience listened to your story, they were like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, I've been there. Oh yeah, I experienced that too. And when they feel that, then they will pay more attention to you. So that's my first recommendation. Number 2, don't forget about the message. So table topic is not just about answering the topic and answering it on point, but also what is one thing that you can leave the audience with. Just like when you're in an interview room and for example, I'm the interviewer, I interviewed all of you. Whoever that says something that's stuck in my mind, I will remember that person. So also think about the message. What is one thing that you want the audience to remember? And not only remember, but feel. And I think this is something that we don't really talk often, but this is something that I discovered in recent years also, that to be someone that people remember, you also need to give that feel, to give that feeling that people can associate you with. So for example, oh, when I listen to, let's say, when I listen to Nicole's table topic mastering, I feel like she was very warm. I don't really remember what Nicole said, but I remember how it feels. So that is one thing that you can consider in your next contest season, how you want to present yourself and what feeling you want to transfer to the audience. So being remembered is not only here or the message, but also here, the feeling that people can think of. Oh yes, that lady. Oh yes, that gentleman who blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's all from me. Great meeting. I hope you learn a lot and most importantly, to enjoy the whole meeting. And now I would like to invite Toastmaster Amelia. Amelia, Are you there?
Yes. Wait.
Okay. Yes, are you ready to announce the winner?
Okay, for the best prepared speech or the favorite prepared speech.
Drum rolls,
believe-
everyone.
Prepare
It's-
speech, yeah?
Yeah, it's a gun, right?
Okay.
Egan!
Wait a moment. I have the
Speaker.
certificate. Moment, how do I do this? Shared. A moment, a moment. Yes, I'm here. Okay.
Congratulations, again.
Rendra, can you please?
Take picture as a photographer.
Because
Yeah,
I
I can do. Wait a minute. I just make it a little bit balanced between.
Not kayak it's Dini Nuris.
Yeah, not yet. Okay. I full aware of this. Take it easy, lecturer. You have many students, right?
Actually, Natalie is the one who shares screen.
Okay, we got it. Let me screenshot. A moment. 3, 2, 1. That's amazing. Cool. Okay, let me pause first.
Ready to
Done.
continue?
Okay, cool. Then next.
Next is best evaluator. Is Toastmaster
Ladies and
Dini.
gentlemen, the evaluators are Toastmaster Dini. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, let me do the magic screenshot. Wait a minute. 3, 2, 1. It's super. Let me pause this first. Done. Go next.
Okay. And last but not least, best table topic speaker goes to
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment of
Sarah.
truth. Boom! The singer. So we have the same hobby, bro. So let me take your best photo. And 3, 2, 1. Wait a minute. Again, I will repeat. 3, 2, 1. Let me pause this first. Okay, done. Let's go to the next.
It's already finished, by the way.
Oh, it is already finished. Thank you, Amelia.
Yeah, thank you. I will give the control back to President or Tom, or to GE. Or
GE,
Tom.
yeah, you give control back to GE.
Okay, to GE then.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Amelia, and thank you everyone for a fruitful meeting. I think I enjoyed tonight's meeting. I hope you learned a lot. You enjoy tonight's meeting, and you have a new fuel to take on your new day in the next week. So I'll give it back to our Tom, Toastmaster Rendra.
Thank you, GE Natalie Chayadi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to be honest, if you ask me if there's a international competitions of the best GE, well, I will deliver Natalie to that international contest. Natalie always give us a very comprehensive and complete GE roles. And she apparently did it very well. Every time GE is belong to her. Thank you. And I also thank you to all of the role takers, TTM, Nicole Choi, speaker first, Egan, speaker second, John Manurung, and then Zoom and ballot Amelia Dewi, evaluated first, Dini Nuris, our Marian Lai, and then a counter Ovin. I do thank you so much for your participation as a role takers. Well, now to me, to ensure that each of you turning on your video Can you do that, PV and Malvin? Maybe 1 minute, because I would like to take photos of each of us before I close it. Can you do that, PV? Okay, cool. Okay, in a mobile, in a car. Okay, no problem. It's better. 3, 2, 1. Cool. I take all of your photos already. Now it is my turn to ask comments or feedbacks from the guests especially. And apparently I see a guest that it is the first time coming to this club. It is Dwi. Dwi, please introduce yourself, your name, where you're from, and how can you get these informations of Bhinneka Online Toastmasters. Dwi, time is yours.
Well, thank you. The time. I'm sorry I'm coming late because the time in here in Banda Aceh, very close to take the evening prayer. So I take my activity first after that I join in here. I'm in Plato member, new member in Plato, Plaza Toyota Toastmaster. I'm very very great about this Zoom meeting because for evaluation I can take a lot of lesson from the evaluator in here. Very amazing for me. And also I'm very proud join in especially in the Bhinneka farm, yeah, because it's a good environment for me. Like me, I'm still study about the English, also study about the public speaking, communication skill, and it's very useful for especially for me. And I hope next meeting I can join again in the Bhinneka farm Zoom meeting.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Yes, thank you, Dwi. I already write down there in a chat, if I'm not mistaken, that for online, if you are living in a remote area, it is online is best. If you live far away from the nearest club, or it is not that far, but it's to traffic, to drive your car, to traffic, and to costly to you, expensive to go there. It is online is the best. And if you would like to find people from across the multiverses, it is the online. Yet it always gives you a surprise because you can record all the videos, your appearance, etc., etc. And this is due to the technology. It is online. So Toastmaster Dwi, Bhinneka Online Toastmaster is always open to you. Now.
Okay, and also I forget about I get information from the timeline. Give information for me. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Cool. Actually, Natalie is asking me to retake photos with the style of. Wait a minute. What the style? Oh yeah.
The theme, Rendra, the theme. We usually take photo twice, the normal one and the theme.
Okay, the theme is investing in ourselves. So you just imagine what is the investing in ourselves, a photo pose like this, maybe whatever you think about yourself. And I will take photos in a count of 3. So those who can turn on the video, do really sorry because, maybe you are in a route. Please turn on your video and I will take photos of investing yourself, your pose that you think you are. Okay, will be counted in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, cool. So let me pause it first. Okay, I'm done posting this. Okay, let me get the second input. Now from Lai. Lai? Yes, you are grammarian. Thank you very much for coming and taking roles and helping and be friends. And I met you in person in Bali. That was amazing moments. And I see your speech there. That was great. Now, Lai, please give us the Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club input. Whatever that, we are open. Thank you. Time is yours.
I believe the club had conducted a successful meeting, and I know even today Natalie posted it around. I'll not forget what's the time. I'm really grateful that all our members from the other division coming to support the club, supporting each other. I believe this is an investment not just in ourselves and others as well, as we come to learn from each other, from the speakers, evaluator, even the reports. We learn from each other. We learn to improve ourselves. The time you spend and invest here is not wasted. It is benefit and you have gained something, I believe. I believe all of us have. Back to you, President.
It is super, Lai. Thank you, Lai. And I would like to get inputs from Egan. Egan, time is yours.
Thank you, Rendra. So this is my first time join Bhinneka Toastmaster. And it's ready for Bhinneka information since 1 year ago, I think, but finally I joined this opportunity and I love it to join and to be here and to meet all of you here that maybe and I didn't meet yet directly, but some of you also already meet me in Bali. I'm grateful. Thank you for Natalie to invite me because actually my previous speeches I did it before and it's not perfect yet, and now I can be very, very comfortable, happy to bring it again and to would say improve the speech with very, very well prepared. And thank you for the feedback today.
Thank you, Egan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Egan. Thank you so much. Now, PV. PV, it seems that you are in a safe condition already at home, cozy chairs. Again, PV, your input are welcome. Time is yours, bro.
Thank you. Thank you for not sparing me even once in any of your meetings. This is it was an excellent meeting. What I particularly like is how GM Natalie gave a very detailed evaluation of each of them. And I think it's quite, I was hanging on to every word of that, what she was saying. For me, it is just like a podcast that's playing to me. And I'm listening to it while I drive, while I walk in the mall. So it was quite amazing. What we often underestimate, and I think what even Natalie pointed out, is that in a meeting, while you may have formal roles, there is no formal role for the energy giver of the meeting. And I think you have to give credit to Parendra for keeping the energy levels very high. Because what is any meeting without the enthusiasm? And often that enthusiasm comes from one of the persons and then it becomes infectious and spreads around. So I think for all the other formal roles that we have, the informal role is that of the energy giver, and someone in that has to pick up the gauntlet during that meeting. And I think Parendra did it very well. And all the other subjects were quite, many of them were just starting off. It did not look like they were starting for the first time. For me, it's a great learning. I myself have my icebreaker sometime later this week. So I am trying to learn from all of you and try and implement whatever my learnings are. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PV. That was awesome. So humble, so clear, and so vivid. Thank you very much. Wow. Super.
Thank you.
Sure. Now, Nicole Choi, please, your inputs or comments. Time is yours, ma'am.
I think I've attended your meeting several times, and every time I learn something new from this club. Even though if it's just a few members coming or a lot of members coming, you always have this ability to keep the meeting really energetic and interesting. So I'm very glad to be able to come in here today and help you all out. Hopefully one day I can come in and do a speech if you have a speaking slot. Because I always like to challenge myself to speak in another club. Otherwise I get too comfortable in my own club. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Oh, we are thank you so much. Okay, we have still Kwayum. Okay, you have to try Smule, bro. Actually, I did Smule and we sing. We sing together. Somehow it's good. You sing songs in V6 and I will complete your songs. Now, please give us comments, the Bhinneka Online Toastmasters. So what do you think? And maybe you have something ideas to make the online even better and reach further. Time is yours, bro.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for the invitations. My friends, actually, in the first place, I have no courage to join the table topic session. Hence why I was turning on my mic, but I'm not speaking. Then I closed it back. I just say, yeah, because that I was thinking like, maybe the table topic master will pick me last. So that I was, keeping myself off from volunteering myself, because in the first place, Natalie said, who want to be the art counter? I mean, can I or should I? What? Kayum, you need to refrain from saying yes first and then questioning yourself later. What you can do right now is questioning yourself first, and then you're going to say yes or no at the end of it, so that you will be ready in the first place, and then you will come out with something better and good to all of us. But in the end, the more the sessions coming in, like the more several topic has been thrown. I mean, like, no, those are more easier than what I got. So I feel like, this is bad when I was the one who being volunteered to, So, and again, Bhinneka Toastmasters never failed me to, be encouraged. As far as I can say that I have been, literally tired, because this past week itself or past 2 weeks, I just, completely off the internet due to, cleaning up my garden, because all of my plant dies due to heavy rain. So I have to clean everything, and I need to start from zero again. Hence why I was like, I don't want to do table topic first. Let's give others, But then again, I feel happy to be here in Bhinneka, and it is not a regret that I put Bhinneka Toastmasters Club as the first 100 club that I've visited around the world. So it will be, something to be. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Kwayum. Was amazing. Hello there, Arif Purba. Can you turn on your video, please, bro?
Yes, hello. Hello, Toastmaster Bhinneka.
Okay, of course. Well, I know you, bro. But, well, of course, we need you to give us comments or inputs if you have in your ideas what things to make Bhinneka Online even better. Time is yours, bro.
Okay, sorry for coming late. I enjoy this meeting, meet the great people, and meet great people to be. I'll topic about persevere or and I feel by distinguished Toastmaster Natalie kind of evaluation, and great to be here with yours, Toastmaster Bhinneka. Okay, that's for me. Everything is going okay. Thank you. I will come in the next meeting.
Okay, Toastmaster Arif Purba, thank you very much. He's from UI Toastmaster, I know. And now you know. He's from UI Toastmaster, University of Indonesia Toastmaster, right, bro?
Yes, we are from University Toastmaster Club. If you want, join us. kindly, we are welcoming you at Saturday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Don't
Okay.
worry, we do the same with the Bhinneka.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Arif. Now we have John Malrum. Can you turn on your video or you just use voice? You're still mute, bro. You are mute. Yeah.
Okay,
now-
sorry.
Okay, cool.
Toastmaster
Please
Rendra.
give your inputs, bro. Inputs or advice or comments.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rendra. So this meeting, I think this is not my first time joining Bhinneka Online, but this is the first time I joined as a speaker. So it's a really great moment. For the first time, you know, every first time moment is memorable. So I will remember this moment, speech in the Bhinneka, and I will thank you to Natalie to invite me to be speaker. Yeah, I think the meeting, the rundown of the meeting is fresh. Yeah, just different with my own club, and I think fine. Yeah, fresh and new. And yeah, thank you, Rendra and Natalie, Nico, and everything here, everyone here. So I will come again next meeting. Yeah, maybe for give me slot next time.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
Bro. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, the last, but the most amazing lady that I meet in person in Bali, Amelia, the lecturer. Amelia, can you turn on your video, please, lady?
Yes.
Well, we still need your inputs, advice, comments, anything that you have in mind to Bhinneka Online Toastmasters. Time is yours, lady.
I think it is very great meeting, even though with not many role takers, but eventually we could run the meeting smoothly. That is very great job for all the exco and also all the Bhinneka member. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Amelia Devi. So everyone that still stays here, and I would like to mention 4 things that to us, the EXCOs of Bhinneka Online Toastmasters, it's best for 1, someone in a remote area, 2, someone too far or too traffic or too costly to go to the nearest club, 3, to nomad or to travelers persons, and 4th, to those who want to meet people across the globe, across the multiverses. So somehow in your life, if you find people that meet these specifications, that you think Bhinneka Online is best for him or for her, do not hesitate, please, to invite him or her to join our meeting just to taste what's Bhinneka Online Toastmasters all about. The rest is yours because we need your help, we need your hands, we need your best gestures to touch and reach across the people, whoever, whenever you think that people will be benefited by joining Toastmasters, especially online, because we are designed online, will be online from starting till the end. But now I would like to declare that our meeting is officially adjourned, and good night, everyone. Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.